Before the internet connected the world and before digital messages became instant, there was a single machine that quietly changed how people shared information. This machine allowed documents to travel across cities, countries, and continents in just a few minutes, something that once felt almost impossible. There were no screens to touch and no apps to open, only paper being pulled inside a machine, buttons being pressed, and a very unique sound. Inside offices everywhere, this machine slowly became essential, shaping the rhythm of daily work and communication. Today, this powerful device has almost completely disappeared from modern offices and homes. Many people alive today have never used a fax machine, and some have never even seen one working. So what exactly was a fax machine? And how did it really work? Why did businesses, hospitals, and governments trust it with their most important documents? And how did such a reliable and revolutionary machine slowly fade away? This is the story of the fax machine, a forgotten giant in the history of communication. A fax machine was a communication device designed to send printed documents over long distances. It worked by scanning a piece of paper line by line, reading text, images, and signatures. That scanned information was converted into electronic signals inside the machine. These signals traveled through ordinary telephone lines, similar to a phone call. On the receiving end, another fax machine picked up those signals. That machine then printed a copy of the document that closely matched the original. At the time, this process felt almost magical and futuristic. One major advantage was that fax machines worked without the internet. All they needed was a working phone line to function. This simplicity made fax machines reliable and powerful tools for their time. Fax machines became widely popular during the late 1970s and especially throughout the 1980s. Businesses around the world began using them daily to send and receive information. Banks, hospitals, law firms, and government offices relied heavily on fax machines. They were trusted for sending contracts, legal papers, and signed documents quickly. During that era, speed mattered far more than image quality. Even handwritten notes and rough sketches could be sent almost instantly. Fax numbers were once as important as email addresses are today. Many offices even had special rooms filled only with fax machines. The sound of a fax connection became familiar and unforgettable to many workers. For many years, fax machines defined how professional communication worked. Everything began to change with the arrival of the internet. Email slowly replaced paper-based communication in offices. Documents became digital, easier to store, and faster to share. Compared to modern tools, fax machines started to feel slow and outdated. They also depended completely on phone lines, which were slowly disappearing. The cost of ink, paper, and maintenance made them expensive to keep. New generations of workers stopped using fax machines. Offices stopped buying new fax machines altogether. One by one, fax machines quietly disappeared from everyday use. Today, fax machines mostly exist in memories, storage rooms, and museums. Technology continues to move forward, often faster than we expect. What once felt powerful, necessary, and advanced can slowly disappear over time. Every extinct thing carries a story of innovation, success, and decline. If you enjoy exploring extinct things and forgotten technology, subscribe to the channel and travel through time with us.